What's up, guys? You know who it is. I'm bringing you another Madden 13 ranked match. And I actually uploaded this video Wednesday, but the audio didn't upload with it. For some reason, I don't know why. And that was the second video in a row that my audio didn't upload. The first time it was because I tried to upload it from YouTube straight from Vegas, and for some reason, it won't allow that. It wants you to render it first and then upload it. But the second time, I rendered it, and I guess I didn't render it correctly or whatever, and it just didn't upload with the audio. So, um, I had to come back, and that was the thing. I made a mistake and I didn't save it, and it was funny because as I was deleting or as I was closing out the Sony Vegas file, I was like, I better save this, and I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna have no problems, and well, I guess I ended up having a problem. Anyway, I'm playing this Madden 13 ranked match, and I'm the Cowboys, he's the Colts, and I really don't like the Cowboys as an organization or a team. I just never really have, and that's for my own personal reasons. I'm not a Giants fan or an Eagles fan or a Redskins fan. I'm a Falcons fan, so it's not like I hold a grudge against them like that. But I don't like. I think their organization is a joke, but and that's kind of mean to say, I guess. But who cares? Anyway, what I was mentioning in the video before, the title was T minus Doomsday, and I was mentioning the whole, since we're a week away from uh, what the Mayans predicted to be, Doomsday. I figured I would talk a little bit about it, especially after what happened yesterday with the Connecticut shooting, and there was a Chinese man who was standing outside of a school. I don't know if it was a elementary school or a middle school, but anyway, he ended up stabbing like 22 kids. He was just stabbing them as they walked by, and anyway, so yeah, it's pretty crazy, for those two things that happened. But I do not believe that the world is gonna end. Nor and my thoughts on the shooting are pretty different as well. But um, I'm gonna stray away from that kind of talk for personal reasons. But like I said, I do not believe in the end of the world, just because um, you know nobody knows when it's gonna happen. I guess everybody says that nobody knows when it's gonna happen, but that's the truth. Like, really, nobody knows when it's gonna happen. And the Mayans were a smart group of people, and they studied the stars. They were, like, as far as being um, astronomically advanced, they were very so. I don't doubt what they say, but this was the thing, is like, I like to look stuff up like that and kind of just do research on it, because people talk about the things, and I like to be up on the events like that so that I can pretty much throw myself in those conversations and debate it. And I found that there's supposed to be a couple things happening on the 21st. As we all know, the 21st of December of every December is winter solstice, so that is happening. And there is a 26,000-year-old Earth cycle that is ending on the 21st. There's like 4 or 5 cycles ending, so it's that's what's really going on, and I think that's what the Mayans were trying to say, is that there's cycles ending, and it could be detrimental to us, whether or on how we react. So I was, what is really supposed to happen, or what's said to happen, is uh, the Earth is supposed to polarize, basically the north goes to the south, or the North Pole would go to the South Pole, the South Pole would go to the North Pole, and all the magnetic fields would be switched, and they pretty much anything that's electrical, um, or yeah, anything with electricity or that's electrical, we would pretty much lose power over. So that's what was supposed to happen in Y2K, and that's what was supposed to happen. It was supposed to happen a bunch of times, and it's just people keep saying that, oh, the Earth's gonna polarize. I'm not too sure about that. So like I said, there's a 26,000-year-old cycle ending, and there's another instance. It was like 100 years of some um, mathematical genius. I don't know who he was. I've never heard of him before I looked this up, but um, it's like something celebrating him, and it's supposed to be just a time for a big technology boom, which could be possible, but I doubt will be possible. Um, I mean, it could be possible. I meant to say I doubt it will happen. Just for reasons that we are pretty far technologically advanced. Um, if you don't know, we do have flying cars. They're just not like you can't go to a dealership and buy them. And if you don't believe me, there's this website that sells flying cars. They sell like flying cars and flying motorcycles. They sell a whole bunch of stuff. Um, it's called thisiswhyimbroke.com, and that's not a plug. That's just me saying go check it out, and I can prove that there's a flying car. It's 350 grand for the car. So anyway, but yeah, the technology boom. I don't think it'll happen. I do believe that we are past our. I mean, I do believe that we have technology that outdates ourselves. It's just not released to the public, and that would it's funny that I guess I say that we outdate ourselves, but like I said, I just don't think it's released to the public. And I mean, I've read stuff, and it's all conspiracies though, and I'm pretty much I read a lot of that stuff just because it's interesting, and it's always a possibility. You should never rule out, because if you rule out a possibility of something, you're pretty much acting closed-minded. And I think to live in this world properly and understand a lot of stuff, you have to be as open-minded as possible, or as you let yourself. I mean, you need to be open-minded almost all the way, and you need to pretty much realize that anything is possible, or you could be surprised, and that's the whole thing, is like to never be surprised. This video is coming to an end, I believe. You see, I get the user right there. Psych, that's the wrong number. Um, it was a pretty. It wasn't supposed to be a good. It was a. I want to say, look at that. I want to say it wasn't as good as the game as the score indicates, because I had him blown out. You see the user right there. I had him blown out, and he kept kicking onside kicks and getting them back, and then my defense was tired. So maybe I should have burned a couple timeouts and got the ball back. But if you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe if you already haven't, and I'll holler at y'all next time.